things have been heating up between the Edarans and the Freelanders since, well, basically the beginning of time. But more recently, it's been thanks to the influence of the Machine King. Things are hurtling towards conflict in Reen. So, are you guys ready to dive into the episode? First, a message to our heroes of Edera.
Hey there, this is Colin, creator of the 7th Valkyrie. If you're hearing this, it means you're listening to the public version of TABTA. And I really appreciate that. It keeps the algorithm happy, it keeps us growing. But if you want to get a little fun personal message every week with behind-the-scenes stories, funny little bits, other insight into the creative process, you can hop over to our Patreon and become a hero of Edera. You'll support the series, you can shape the future of the 7th Valkyrie, and find a whole lot of fun bonus content along the way. You can get started completely for free, and then if you decide you want to chip in and get bonus content, early access, and a whole lot more and help us along the path of heroes towards a whole lot of cool checkpoints, then you can do that. It's patreon.com/7th Valkyrie, that's 7THVALKYRIE, and give it a look. With that, on into the show.
Hello everybody and welcome to TABTA, the adventure behind the adventure for the 7th Valkyrie, where we watch one series go from total obscurity to maybe 7 seasons in a movie, or maybe we just all find the power of friendship along the way. Hi, I'm your host, Colin Sharp, creator and current voice of the 7th Valkyrie, and this week we're talking about Stroke of Midnight Part 1, which is Season 2, Chapter 29, I believe. And one thing I was hearing from one of our heroes, Hero Dave, was he's like, hey, sometimes I listen to these episodes like in batches, so on TABTA, could you possibly, if it's all possible, just give a spoiler warning? So that's what I will do. Spoiler warning for Stroke of Midnight Part 1, which came out this Friday, came out in May 2nd, I think. So if you haven't heard that, go listen to that right now, or wait until this TABTA pops up on the Patreon. But all that said, let's get into the episode, and let's take a look inside the episode, which is our first segment. So within the world of this episode, as the bells called out at midnight, Machine King arises from the ocean in a pitch-black battlecraft, capable of traveling underwater. Now, this kind of blows everyone's mind, on both sides of the armies, scares a lot of soldiers half to death, and he just sort of inserts himself into this meeting of the two cities, and literally stands between these two armies just with two lines of soldiers. But they are, as we hear from our kind of our external perspective, these are not people to be fucked with, and they've got a little bit of an air of mystery about them. Then he sits down, he insults everybody, starts bringing his particular brand of manipulative chaos to a situation where thousands of lives are in the balance. Classic Krona stuff. I mean, it's the perfect stage for him. We know he loves the theater. We know he loves the drama of it all. He loves the entertainment. He loves tweaking and pulling and teasing at these situations. And he's willing to also go incredibly far and perform, go to absolute extremes. But yeah, so he is playing a dangerous game. He's letting himself be surrounded by two armies. But he's got we just got to imagine he's got some tricks up his sleeve. So we'll figure that out on the episode this Friday. Stay tuned for the second and final part of this episode, which is oh my god, Zelda. Here, sorry, the cat needs to get out. Hey, here we are after a cut. But yeah, so all that to say, we are going to be having another episode, final episode of The Stroke of Midnight, our final part, on Friday, so stay tuned. And then beyond that comes, what is Chapter 30? Well, I won't tell you. I'll let you guys know. I'll wait until next week's TABTA. And now let's take a little second outside the episode, give you guys that fun insight. So I've mentioned this before with the Machine King, but he is one of the voices that is closer to my own. Now, that is a good thing because it gives me a lot of range and a lot of emotional room to explore with him. And I don't have to be and I can really lose myself in it. There's less barriers where I have to be worried about maintaining a different character. But it's very disturbing in its own way because I'm oftentimes like in the moment of voicing him, I'm inhabiting this character and I'm discovering how Krona is feeling about a certain situation. I'm encountering this character and becoming them and channeling them, and it's like somewhat coming like I'm finding new information and like new perspective on this guy from like deep inside. And there's still so much to the Machine King that we don't know yet. And even in the short time we have known him, we've seen so many different aspects of his personality, and so many different fragments of how he presents himself to others. And it's just hard to tell which aspects are manipulation, which aspects are him being grandiose and having a good time, which are true feelings, which are half-truths, which are full truths that he tells because he knows no one's going to believe him because he always lies. And that's where kind of the improvisation of this story comes through and really gets me excited. Seeing Jazz Fest, which I talked a little bit about for our heroes, you see lots of music and these moments that can come together from just like reading the moment. And I have the checkpoints for this story, but so much of it I am discovering right alongside you guys. And that's really fun because like it is, we have the path that we're walking along, but at the same time, every time I step into the booth, every time I write a new page, even all the way through the edit when Zoran's discovering new aspects of the scene or the characters, this is evolving all the way through the edit, and one day I hope it'll be evolving all the way through when we get in other collaborators. So that's really an awesome thing, is the fact that we have this kind of plan and we have this road that we're walking down, but there's so much room for new discoveries. And it's not like I'm just like, I know it all and I'm just going to slowly trip it out. Like I am discovering this series alongside you guys. Anyway, that's all for now. Like I said before, Stroke of Midnight Part 2 comes out Friday, and in the coming weeks, Zoran's going to be working on a huge chunk of content that'll keep our heroes feeling nice and plump and superior because they'll finally be back way ahead of average Joes, and we'll go from there. A little longer TABTA, but we had a lot to say. Have a great one, guys, and I will talk to you next week. And stay tuned for Friday for our new episode.